My posture's gonna be terrible in this video.
No, I'm like, my posture is so bad. Last video, I was like, oh, I gotta like try this
Do
stuff.
you know the reason I put that bar that said slow personalities? I realized the entire time we were filming, my fly was down.
Your fly was in?
Yes, I went
Keep
to
that in.
I went to go use your. That's the reason I put that split personalities bar on our gameplay through. I'm like, one, it looked good, but two, it's like, oh shit, I got to put something here at the bottom of the frame because my fly's down. Because I immediately when I came to Race Place, I went and used the bathroom and totally forgot to zip up right after that. So great. Well,
again, like last time.
they did not like. They didn't like. I referenced them and I tagged them in our. Oh my god! Excuse me. I tagged them in our video.
Noble Beast, they just
on Instagram and
they're just playing hard to get.
I was a little disappointed.
They're just playing hard to get.
Yeah, we gotta. It's okay. I like those who make you work for it. So Noble Beast, this is their double IPA.
They hey, when I visit Noble Beast, they treat me well. Like
okay, maybe Ray. This is why Ray needs to edit and post things then because maybe they'll.
I'll have to get all the Instagram stuff eventually.
Well, I sent it all to you. I got to resend it to you. Like, remember that note I sent to you? I sent you all the logins.
No, was it a Gmail thing?
No, it was an Apple note. Like it was a note.
Well, that's why I didn't get it.
You have an iPhone? Okay.
I have you in my iPhone.
Yeah. Okay, folks. This is Bob. That's Ray. We are the podcast known as the Split Personalities Podcast. This marks episode 18. Jesus. It's been a long week. This marks episode 20 of this venture. So we are now in the 20s.
We're 20.
We're going back to our 20s.
You know, next episode 21, we can finally drink liquor.
The real stuff.
We'll upgrade to liquor on camera.
We'll have a bourbon episode.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll talk about something very.
We still need to have a beer. Yeah. One day we'll have a beer episode, and then a bourbon episode.
Oh no, I just meant an episode where we talk about something sophisticated, or we look more sophisticated in the video because we're sipping on bourbon, going like the entire time while we're.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, anyways,
speaking of which, our brother might make a cameo. We'll see.
Yeah,
he's got bourbon
back
there.
Our oldest brother Brian might step into the frame here at some point and interrupt us because he's very rude. And we are holding this bourbon hostage.
Yeah, either this video or the next. If we do too, we'll see.
Yeah. So, anyways, we are going to continue with one of the topics that got most of the views in one of our more recent posts, which was episode 18. We are revisiting Fallout because season 2 has now come out.
Yeah.
And we are in the new setting of New Vegas.
New Vegas, definitely new to you.
New to me. Ray knows more about it because he played the games. Like he knows about this famed character, which is going to be the focus of the season. It seems, Mr. House.
Mm-hmm.
And his Robo something.
He has robots. I don't know.
What was
I don't know if he called
Robotech or something. Wasn't that?
Oh yeah, Robco.
I
don't know if the robots in New Vegas are kind of different from any other robots you experience.
Okay.
He has, and I guess he was kind of featured in the. I don't know if this robot was featured in the other one, but there was a robot, the Yes Man. He was one of those. If you saw the, I don't know, second or third episode when what's his face?
So you have seen the third episode?
I've seen all 4. I was just thinking we do 2 at a time.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could talk to up to 3. I've not seen 4.
I've seen 4.
We could just. I mean, by the time we post it, we're going to be behind anyways, so we can just talk up to.
We'll just talk and see where we're at.
To be honest, sorry, excuse me. To be honest with the listener, if there are any, I feel like our conversation for me is these. I'm not even going to approach them episode by episode because all of this stuff just bleeds together in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not going to be able to approach this episodically. I feel like we're just going to have conversations where we're going to talk about storylines that are bleeding through the different episodes.
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
if that's okay. I don't think we're going to have this approach where it's like, okay, Season 2, episode 1. This is what happens. What do you think about it? Now we're going to talk about season 2, episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watched them like a week ago, and so like they're all kind of melded together.
Yeah.
I feel like we can talk about storylines and the characters, right?
Right.
So like where we pick up with Cooper, the ghoul Cooper, and what's her name?
Lucy,
the Vault Dweller, Hank, her father, and then the Brotherhood. What's his name?
Brotherhood of Steel, Maximus.
And then maybe touch upon some other things that we see, maybe some Easter eggs that Ray can touch on from the games. But yeah, I mean the show pretty much picks up right where it left off. Hank is making his way to New Vegas.
Mm-hmm. We start off in the past,
right? You get some more. We get some more information as to like the players here, like specifically Mr. House.
Yes. So you see what is the real Mr. House. They announced this, so it's not like
the guy who was sitting at the round table was not actually Mr. House, right? Is that what?
Yeah, I guess that's what. Like it sounded like they had announced that they were bringing in a new actor to play Mr. House. So it sounded like it was just gonna be like a change of.
I do like the actor. He's from
from the Leftovers.
Leftovers, yes. He's been some other things,
I don't
but
remember his name.
Actor.
I was just Jeremy something, I think. Anyways,
Jeremy Irons. That's him. Somebody else.
No, it's an older actor. I think wasn't he Jeremy Irons the like Batman's butler?
No.
Alfred. Did he play Alfred? Am I thinking of the wrong guy?
Mm.
In like the Ben Affleck.
Jeremy
one.
and Ben Affleck. I haven't seen this.
Okay. Maybe we're thinking some guy.
Okay, I'm also going to apologize at the beginning of this video. My posture is going to be terrible here because I'm just like this couch has me leaning back like this. So, and I got my dog socks on.
Lean back.
So we're just having this is just cash. We're just having a cash combo. Two dudes.
Cash calm about the end of the world.
Two dudes who were dressed exactly alike: blue crew necks, black sweatpants, jogger pants. Whatever.
Heard that.
Whatever
She did hear that. She did.
The socks are different.
Okay, so we begin Mr. House in the past. A new piece of technology is introduced here.
Which apparently was not in the games.
No,
from what
definitely not in the
I've
games.
watched some.
I guess I never played
recaps.
4, but like I think it's new.
I watched some of the. I feel like I could shout this guy out on YouTube. It was some of the Screen Rant, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I watched them to recap the first 3 episodes because just to refresh myself.
It was definitely not brought up in the New Vegas game.
Right.
I'm trying to remember what the goal was.
There are some things that are hinted at though from the games. Not to jump ahead, but there are some of the Easter eggs that I'm aware of now from having watched some of these retrospectives and just recaps. They do reference the Hoover Dam, which is on a map in the Brotherhood. When the Brotherhood takes over Area 51, which is kind of a weird sequence.
Cool.
I mean, cool, but it's like, how did nobody else? Why isn't it occupied?
Yeah, you think the Enclave would definitely take that over?
Yeah, like why is all this tech and these like secrets inside
I thought that too.
They pretty much just open the hangar and walk in. It's like anybody could have done that, you know?
Yeah.
It just seems weird. It also feels like, okay, if you're a conspiracy theorist and you follow Area 51, it seems like Area 51 has underground labs, right? When you think wouldn't you think there would also be Vault-Tec bunkers there?
Yeah, some sort of Vault-Tec.
Like government people would have gone underground in Area 51 to protect the U.S. secrets or something, like alien technology. I don't know. The whole Area 51 sequence is weird to me because it feels like that's like a prime place to have hunkered down in.
Yeah, I do like
maintained.
it in that sequence when they're entering and they open the fridge and knock out like the little alien hanging out.
They're more impressed by the fridge.
Yeah, definitely not the games because the games feature like aliens in almost every game. Like it's if you can find them. It's been a thing since the first game. You can find an alien blaster in the first game. Like a wrecked alien ship and then like pick up their weapon.
Have you played the first game or you just watched them?
Yeah, I just watched it. I know. Yeah. I just like watch a retrospective of it.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, so yeah, I start off with Mr. House. This is what is interesting about me and Mr. House, and I think they've answered this question for me. And they haven't like directly referenced it yet, as far as I've scene, but clearly Jeremy, whatever his name is, the actor, I think his name's Jeremy, is Mr. House. And
Did he just have doubles for protection?
they say the thing about Mr. House, they say he was kind of based off of Howard Hughes. And Howard Hughes
Right.
in real life actually did have body doubles when he became a recluse that would go out for him. So it felt like he still had a public image. So he was based off that. So it's not like too far fetched. But if you ever played the games, like, clearly Mr. House dies in the games as far as I think that's canon.
We see Hank when he gets to one of the big things that happens is there's a revelation where he goes into some underground space that must be near New Vegas.
He played some
And it's
sort of vault tech facility.
It's like a vault tech, like it's an underground skyscraper almost. Like
yeah, it must have been.
I think it was.
Locked off.
I imagine it was for like, okay, this is where we're going to restart society. Like
Probably.
once all of the vault tech people were awake, they were going to. My thought here is because it's set up as an office space. Like my thought here is they were going to go there and work. They're going to start working again.
Yeah.
Right. And so that's sort of a revelation that not only are there are these vaults that are occupied by inhabitants, like for living purposes and experimentation, unbeknownst to them, but Vault Tech had set up these spaces where they were going to start work again. Lab spaces, like Hank is Hank. Oh, here's another thing that's sort of confusing to me, and we're jumping all around here. When Hank blows up Shady Sands,
Yeah.
he has that device on the back of that guy's neck,
Yeah.
but he can't seem to get it to work again. Like I guess one of the questions I have about Hank and this piece of technology that has mind control capabilities that Mr. House had created, why does Hank have such a problem figuring out the science behind this device again when he used it to blow up Shady Sands?
That
guy's head didn't blow up.
I'm not sure.
Like it worked in that aspect.
It seems like what they're really going after is like a mind control device, like making human like slaves that you can control.
Right. Well,
you can only control them long enough to complete a task.
Well, and was that an interest of? Here's the other thing that's mentioned in the Screen Rant is like it's hinted at that maybe Hank was a double agent.
I think he definitely was. That's
not working truly for Vault-Tec.
That's what I thought when. Well, clearly Vault-Tec must have owned that technology, and then somehow.
But he's trying to get in touch with Mr. House,
right? But like, I'm just thinking of this now because I was like, oh yeah, since it was sitting in a Vault-Tec facility, clearly they have access to this technology. But Mr. House also had access, so Hank must have given it to him because he had it in the first scene.
Oh, okay. So maybe Vault-Tec created that, but Mr. House is playing around with it.
Yeah, maybe Hank is working with him on it.
Okay, so maybe somebody in Vault-Tec who understood the technology behind this gave it to Hank in the use case where it worked, because he uses this to blow up Shady Sands.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And yet when we see Hank resurface in the present, he can't get it to work again. Like it's blowing
I don't know
up.
why he can't get it to work. I'm not sure why that is.
It works once. We see this thing work once in the show, which is to blow up Shady Sands.
And briefly, when Mr. House tells the guy to beat up his friends.
Yeah, but then again,
it only ever works long enough for them to complete maybe one task.
I guess I don't know. Like maybe we don't see the guy who left the bomb at Shady Sands. Maybe he does die from the device. Like I don't know. Maybe it worked long enough.
It didn't blow up his head. I think he just collapsed and died.
Oh, did he? Okay, that's something the show has yet to answer. How it worked.
Maybe it did blow up. I can't remember.
Okay, whatever. But like the show has some unanswered questions. Maybe it won't. Maybe it would decide not to answer these. But
yeah, my point on Mr. House was that like clearly this is what I think they're going with is that yes, he did die in the games, but that was his double. This is how they're keeping him alive in the series and in the canon.
Is he like frozen somewhere?
He had like a cryogenic chamber in the game that you could find and like kill him while he was in it. He was like an old man in this chamber. That must have been his body double. But and he was like his head was hooked up to a bunch of wires because he would communicate through the main computer. Like his
Okay.
face would pop up and he'd be giving orders and doing things, but his actual body is in this like vat thing.
Hmm.
So I don't know where the actual Mr. House is. I mean, obviously people are freezing themselves, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's
He's in like a
He's doing
secret
the same.
location. It also seems like he had a level of independence. Like like Vegas still stands, right? He obviously shot down the missiles, which Cooper reiterates.
yeah.
That House had the capabilities to keep Vegas protected by shooting down the nukes that were launched. before
Yeah, I think
hit.
they even talked about it in the show. That House is like fitting Las Vegas with all this like technology.
So it's interesting. Like House seems both in cooperation with Vault-Tec and an adversary. He's a different company. He's Robco, right? So like obviously,
Robco is probably the main competitor.
right.
I think Vault-Tec was still the largest corporation.
Well, Vault-Tec gave everybody a seat at the table, right? So Vault-Tec was the one saying, "Hey, we're gonna this is gonna be the free market experiment here. We're all going to compete to see who's going to own the world after the post-apocalyptic event."
right.
This sort of nightmare capitalist scenario.
Mhm.
So in that sense, they're both allies and adversaries. So it's clear that Mr. House has some sort
Probably
of
still alive.
plan. Probably
Hank
live.
is probably working with them.
Maybe
Probably
Hank's
been
attempts-
double crossing.
I wonder if Hank's attempts to communicate to him reach his cryogenic chamber and somehow awaken him. Maybe like there's a plan to wake him back up.
Maybe.
Like if Hank was ever in trouble, he would or maybe the plan was at some point Hank was either going to leave this, something was going to happen. Maybe Hank was going to leave his vault. Maybe he wasn't going to get kidnapped by Moldaver. Maybe
this is a gambit for him to like get in Mr. House's good graces.
This is his
Because
chance.
now this is like his backup plan.
We don't know. Like we also don't know like to what level. There's Mr. House is still playing a role here. We do not know to what extent Vault-Tec is still around.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
Like he goes to this underground office and nobody's there, so he's literally the only one who's accessed.
I mean, also we know that the vaults 31, 32, 33, they're just communicating with each other. They don't have any outside link to any like
and a lot
outside
of
Vault-Tec communications.
And I get the sense that a lot of the other vault experimentations have like failed. A lot of these other vaults have just collapsed, right?
Yeah.
We see famously in this season, they enter a vault, I think it might have been 24, which you never really enter in the game.
Now there were
like communist experiments going on down there.
There are images of like Vault 24, like whatever in like the mock-ups for the game, but then they never wound up adding it to the New Vegas game. So like, so the show like rolls with it, and so Vault 24, and so like, obviously the experiment. I'm not sure what it would have been in the game, but like the experiment in the show is that it's like a communist collective for changing Americans into communists.
I do like that this show obviously is inspired by and hints back at the games, but is sort of its own thing. Like it's taken on its own life. It's exploring storylines, and it's even tying themes that are more prevalent today, right? Like these again, that round table of corporations deciding to nuke the planet. Ray and I talked last episode the irony of Amazon being the one, putting on the show. So I do like that the show kind of is pushing the canon of the series, even though it is tied to the games, but it's taking a lot of liberties that I think are really hitting with the audience.
Right.
I mean, it's got like a 98 or 99 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's a near perfect show on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, yeah, it nails the whole Fallout like theme. Like it feels like a Fallout game. Like it hits all that dark humor and ironic humor to a T for sure. And it so far I think fits into the it has found a way to fit into canon.
Right. So Vegas stands, the city of Vegas stands, that thanks to Robert House. Robert House, you are, it's Robert House. Mr. House, is it Robert?
Is it Robert House? I think it's Robert House.
Mr.
Usually referred to Mr. House.
Mr. House, it feels like Vegas has become his sort of playground almost. Like
yeah,
it's become
Vegas is like his city even before.
his
It seems
fiefdom.
like, yeah.
So that's the story with Hank and Rob come Mr. House. There's this interest in mind control, and we're now trying to find if Mr. House is still alive. Where is he? The other through line here between season 1 and 2 is now Cooper and Lucy are on the hunt for Hank.
Mm.
Now, early on in the season, Lucy and Cooper get separated. Right? They run into one, they find that vault, but then two, I can't remember what happens first. If they find the vault first, or if they run into that
Gang.
Oh, the gain. Okay, that happens first.
Yeah, so that's the first scene.
The con. You had mentioned this before.
Yeah.
The cons.
The cons are, I can't remember which vault it was. I want to say vault. Well, no, I think Vault 12 was the Ghouls Vault City. All right, one of the vaults in the first game. One of the failed vaults. The people in the vault open up the vaults and all leave. I can't remember which one it was, but half of the occupants go to form Shady Sands, which eventually becomes New California Republic. The other half form a gang, like gangs. I think several different gangs, but the big gang was like the Great Khans, who are featured in the first episode of season 2.
Who have trapped Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lucy's up in that T-Rex thing. Sniping.
Yes, which is in the video game.
Right. It's a sniper post or whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can get. Maybe you can get in the mouth of the.
I was watching
T-Rex
again Screen Rants, and they showed an image of somebody up there.
Okay, yeah, I think there's a way to get there.
So I think you can get up there.
So yeah,
apparently it's facing the wrong way. Apparently in the game it's not facing towards the how they shoot it in the episode. It's facing towards town or whatever that square, and in the video game it's facing outwards.
Okay, well they retconned it. So yeah, that's a nice nod to the games because it's definitely a site in the game.
I mean, the Great Khans, are very briefly in this season. Only to the extent that they've captured Cooper and Lucy.
Yeah, I mean the Khans,
or just Cooper, I guess.
The Khans are really any faction are really just enemies to plow through in the games. Honestly,
okay, they're not that important.
Don't serve really any big importance.
I don't know anything about the games, so I am going off Ray there for any lore behind the video games or any tie-ins between the show and the video games. So the con that's sort of our opening salvo with Cooper and Lucy. We see Cooper. It seems like he's maybe intentionally been caught by the Khans.
Yeah, because I think Lucy gives him up for bottle caps or something. So it's a double cross. It's okay, now I'm gonna let him go so he can kill everyone and we can just get out of here.
Right,
an easy score kind of thing. And
then they get separated later on when they get attacked by this big scorpion, and she decides to save the person who's a part of that Roman group.
Caesar's Legion.
Caesar's Legion. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what else? What else is worth talking about with Cooper and Lucy?
This was interesting. I wonder if this is a thing in the game, but when he goes and eats part of the guy's, he cuts off part of the guy to eat him, who is dead, who had obviously been killed by rat scorpions. He has to spit it out because he's tasting poison. And I'm I wonder if that's a thing in the games where you eat tainted meat or something.
Right.
I'm not sure. So I found that interesting, and it's also interesting that he is affected by the poison.
Yes.
We see him get shot. We see in the first season see him get shot and just kind of shake it off. we also see him get.
He has to literally cut a part of his leg out.
Yeah, he gets in the first couple episodes of the first season. He gets shot with like a dart, and those drugs don't affect him. So it's interesting that the rad scorpions like venom does affect him.
That is interesting. He is definitely like scared of it. When it appears.
Yeah, he knows like he's like, oh shit, like it's not something to mess around with.
Yeah. So they escape that scenario, like blowing the thing up. But then Lucy, I was kind of interested in this. Like, she kind of abandons him, which I didn't expect her to do. Like, I get why she saved the one person, but like the fact that she didn't try to drag him along with them.
Yeah, this season will be interesting to see how so she's still holding on like firm to her morals.
She wouldn't kill the cons, right? Like, she would only shoot them and like to try to neutralize them. She wouldn't like, she would shoot at their legs or their arms or shoulders or whatever. She wasn't trying to kill them.
A big theme was theme of the games, especially if you're playing as like a vault dweller, is how like the wasteland just corrupts you. It's like take good people and turn them bad.
Right.
To survive, you just have to kill or be killed.
Right. Yeah, like the vault dwellers. She's and she, I think, is a great. I think her character.
And the guy says that pretty much in the first season too.
Well, I think the actress does. And I'm not sure of the name of the actress who plays Lucy, but I think she does a great job of being this sort of early on. Like, she's definitely a threat. Like, she knows hand-to-hand combat. And she can handle a weapon. But she's sort of this doe-eyed optimist.
And that's the part of her that would get her killed.
Right. And yet she's like, we do see her continuing to maintain that sort of, despite everything she's gone through in the first season, she is sort of maintaining that personality.
It's funny because it doesn't help because like the goal just ended up killing them anyways.
Right. And Cooper, is very annoyed by it, trying to get her to like not use the stim pack on what does he call them? He calls them something.
Oh, the togas or something?
Yeah, right. Anyways, he tries to get her not to waste the stim pack on that person, use it on him because he's going to help her survive. So he's trying to get her to like think logically in this sort of kill or be killed environment. But she is still trying to live by a do unto others what you would want them to do unto you kind of golden rule kind of thing.
Yeah, I think part of it's like she's like not trying to be like her dad too. Like, she clearly sees her dad as a villain and who needs to be brought to justice.
Like, if I allow myself to start going down that path, like little things turn into big things, right? Mm-hmm. Like the fact that Hank did not become somebody who was willing to nuke Shady Sands right away. He developed into that person based on the environment and the allegiances he's made throughout his life.
Right.
So in Lucy's mind, she's thinking, if I let the rope slip just a little, it'll go all the way at some point.
Right. So yeah, they're off doing they're just trying to find Hank.
Right.
They're running into a bunch of different stuff. Meanwhile, her brother's in the vault.
Yeah, I do like her brother's development in so far this season. Yeah. I think his role is pretty interesting.
Now, did he kill Bud Askley?
I think he does.
I wasn't sure. Like, he flips him over into a bucket. I think he's dead.
Yeah. Well, he tells those who awaken that Bud's dead.
I think he is. Yeah. It tells him he's dead, and I love how he does that. He's like, "Oh, well, I'll just introduce a little chaos into this, and we'll see what happens." He just basically opens up all the frozen pods. He releases every single other person who's not been woken up yet. And they're able to find.
He pretends he's like in charge.
He's like some sort of exec who's putting them through some sort of team building exercise.
Obviously, they're all dumb. They're all stupid, like sheep. Obviously following they're all the reason. The reason they got into Vault 31 is because they follow orders, right?
Well, they're also
they're buds.
Yeah, they're buds. So they're low level. They're like the executive assistants.
Yeah, they're trying to get in. They are trying to get in the good graces of the company.
Yeah, they're trying to move up in the company,
right.
And so they're kind of the doughy-eyed, company men,
right? The Lucys, but with the allegiance to the company.
Yeah, and so it's so funny because he does bring up this thing about merit stickers.
Yes.
Which are just, what are
he
they?
tricks them very
He tricks
easily.
them like, I have
Yeah.
these merit stickers. You can get a merit sticker if you do good
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's also a great, like, that's such a great commentary on corporate America, I feel
exactly.
like. You know? It's like, let me wave this little trinket in front of
Pizza
you.
party.
Pizza party tickets. Yeah, let me not give you that raise. I'm going to give you, here's a sheet pizza coupon.
Pizza.
Pizza party. Pizza toot toot. I really don't like Jimmy Fallon a lot, and I used to like and adore a lot of his like routines and shticks in his show, and he's kind of sucks. I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Fallon.
I don't really watch any of them anymore, other than Seth Meyers. But
yeah, I like Seth Meyers.
just watch a closer look.
This is a quick tangent. Love Seth Meyers. Absolute.
I do love Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel is the echelon of late night talk. And then
I just don't end up watching his. I like Seth because I like his closer look, and he just does a good breakdown of like all the BS going on.
Right.
But better, he does that better than any of the other hosts.
Yeah, Jimmy and Seth have a critique that doesn't exist. Like, even to be fair, I mean, I know that Colbert got canceled because of his critiques, but like Colbert is not even strong enough in his critiques. I feel like he's very like Colbert is a corporate.
He gets the punchline across. Yeah.
And people were talking about him as a presidential candidate for 28. I'm like, oh God, no. He is so like corporate friendly.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so it's funny.
You're on notice, Amazon.
Yeah, right. You're on notice, Jeff.
Yeah, once you get through this Fallout season,
okay, we like the Fallout stuff,
yeah.
but other than that, sell the Fallout off to somebody else and go fuck yourself. So, go back to space.
All right.
So that is funny though. The sort of critique of corporate America, like the merit stickers, like how easily people can be bought to compete against one another and try to and serve in service of like, hey, I'm the boss. Here's a merit sticker. Do what I say. There is a shot later on in the season where it looks like the Vault Tech, the building that Hank occupies that he found, is now staffed with people. So I think these
Hank's building has people in it.
Yeah, there's people working in it. In one of the shots, when I watched Screen Rant, they were breaking down one of the video, like one of the foreshadowing.
Oh, like maybe wake some people up.
Well, I think the people like the thought was in Screen Rant was the people who were woken up in 31, like his son find him, and they start, and those people who are Vault Tech supporters start working inside this office.
Interesting if he got to his dad before Lucy did.
I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I also don't feel like
I was like when they finally emerge, they find a way out and emerge to. I didn't realize they were going to emerge to the surface. I thought they were going to find a way back into the vault.
Me too.
But yeah, they emerge to the surface.
You kind of get the sense that they're not going to go back to the vault. Like, couldn't you find a way back into?
Yeah, probably not.
Like, it seems like they're just going to go try to find their way.
Yeah, well, my thought was like, I wonder where they end up first. I mean, maybe we'll see that lady who got her like blown off in the first season again.
Wait, who?
Remember the lady who was trying to like was like, I'll give 1,000 bottle caps whoever kills the ghoul.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Like they were going to find their way to that.
Oh wait, did she get it? I guess she didn't get her like blown off. She got her shot though.
Yes.
The guy did.
The doctor did, and he attached some robotic leg.
Yeah, the Enclave guy did.
Yeah.
And I'll be interested to see if Enclave. I wonder if they're going to introduce Enclave in this season or going to save him for season 3. There's no way they're not.
They're probably just going to talk about more about you. You'll probably start to infiltrate their space more in season 3, I think.
Well, I wonder if they're going to bring him up as an adversary for season 3.
Well, I mean, they I bet you towards the end of this season they will become a factor. Like I
bet they show up, yeah,
like
as a prelude to like the next.
Yeah,
season.
like a season, like for the season 2 finale, like you might see something about the Enclave. Though it does feel like the season finale is going to involve a civil war between the Brotherhood sects.
Yeah, we'll see.
Which is a good segue into the other storyline in these first few episodes, which is Maximus and the warring Brotherhood factions. Well, now warring, but the chapters, the West chapters and the East chapters.
Yeah, so I've not played 4, but it seems like the Commonwealth. It feels like starting with in Game 3, the Brotherhood started making expeditions to the east. I feel like they started off in California, obviously because of Maxim.
Right.
And so they obviously by Game 3 have made it their way to DC, Washington DC, and by Game 4 they're in Boston. And so somehow it feels like the chapters on the East Coast have become the strength of the Brotherhood.
Right.
Like because I haven't played 4. I definitely need to play 4. But anytime the Commonwealth is brought up, it's like we cannot piss the Commonwealth off. They will crush us.
Well, it does seem like it's so funny because this guy and there's this dynamic to the Brotherhood that I'm not familiar with, which maybe Ray is more familiar with, or maybe this show introduces, where there's this religious fanaticism versus the soldiers on the ground.
Yes, they're definitely. You have two paths in the Brotherhood. You can either become a knight and wear the armor and go find technology out in the wasteland, and through force help push the Brotherhood's objectives forward, or you become a scribe, like a learned person who learns about the technology they're seeking after, learns how to use the technology they seek, and they become more kind of like of the religious, like priests of the organization.
The guy who runs the chapter that Maximus is a part of. Where's I going with this? Oh, he does bring up. Ray had brought this person up in our first episode on Fallout, which was this guy who becomes the master, is referenced in episode 3.
Is he? When was he?
Well, at least the Screen Rant says that he references him, but basically, the brother who runs Maximus's chapter is trying to make a pitch to the other chapters who are out west to form together to combat the Commonwealth,
right?
Or to just ignore the Commonwealth and go off on their own. And he, in trying to pitch this to him, he makes a reference of the Brotherhood started out as a revolution, and he names the person who had gone into this military base. Robert, he becomes Gray or something.
Oh yeah.
He references this person.
Well, I think what they're referencing is the founder of the Brotherhood Steel, Maxim.
But didn't he?
He's not.
He wasn't a part of
this?
He's
a different guy from the Master.
Okay.
I'll have to look this up, but maybe I'm wrong.
The Screen Rant person who did their video directly ties this to the Master. Now maybe they renamed his character in the TV show, but basically the brother of the Brotherhood who runs Maximus's chapter is trying to cause start a revolt, a civil war, and in doing so, in making his pitch, says the Brotherhood started out as a revolt against
There's a revolt. This was before the bombs ever fell. Though. There's a revolt against West Tech.
Well, they took over a site, right?
Yeah, some military base. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, the one reason I bring this up is because he mentions in that speech he decided to follow his God rather than the men who were giving him orders. And
I don't remember religion ever really being brought up in fall. Yeah, when he said that.
So this is the question I had: does the Brotherhood have a specific worship? Do they worship a God?
That I'm aware of. I didn't really. Yeah, when he brought up that speech, I was like, I don't think they're a religious order like this.
He dresses like a religious, like a monk,
does dress very religious, but like I don't remember God ever being like a huge
maybe that'll be explained more as the season goes on. But that seemed like an interesting speech because I was like, oh well, what are their religious beliefs? That was what I was thinking the whole time he was talking about that.
No, I don't remember religion ever being like a thing like with the Brotherhood of Steel. Now they do, like the scribes do dress like very much like monks, like religious figures, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone can correct me.
Okay,
on
well,
this.
so the other big thing that happens is obviously somebody from the Commonwealth shows up, a representative from the Commonwealth comes, which begs the question of like, are they spying on these chapters? Were they called for? I can't remember how he comes to this.
Yeah,
He shows up almost immediately.
He shows up. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
They don't know how he knows, so we don't know that yet.
There was a thought that maybe like, who's the scribe to Maximus? Who was his buddy?
Not the ghoul guy.
No.
Oh, um,
There was a thought that
I know what you're talking about.
there was a
Yeah,
thought
the
that
one who
maybe
cut
his
their
yeah there was the thought that maybe like his friend Maximus's closest friend in the Brotherhood maybe is a mole and tipped off the Commonwealth.
Yeah, I mean, it won't surprise me.
Because he seems to start having a lot of issues with how Maximus is operating. Anyways, this guy from the Commonwealth shows up. This is probably, in my mind, the most interesting thing that happens in these early episodes is the instigation of a civil war with the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Now, it's still up in the air, the question of if a civil war is going to happen. And this guy from the Commonwealth, I'm not even going to say his name because I don't remember it. But I'm familiar with the actor who plays him. But basically, he takes Maximus on a mission and says, "Let's go have some fun." And as they're doing this, he's talking to Maximus and saying, "You guys have a lot of priests out here. Like that's not like that out east. You know, like the people who run things are the soldiers." And he's starting to fill Maximus with doubt about following the orders of the scribes. And they go out and run this sort of fun mission together. And in doing so, Maximus actually ends up killing this guy because this guy is going to do an egregious act. And apparently this is also touched on as a factor maybe in the games where a part of the Brotherhood's mission is also to eradicate the ghouls. Like they aren't fans of ghouls.
I guess.
It
must be in the Codex. Like it's
and the
referenced,
Codex.
like,
That's what it was. The because Maximus says, "Fuck the Codex," you know. Like, and this guy's following the Codex, saying because he starts dividing like they find children right in this bottle cap factory. Like they're pulling bottle caps off because bottle caps are currency. And the person running this factory used to be part of the Brotherhood. It's now a ghoul, and it was actually Maximus's scribe. And or what's it called? Not scribe, but is it scribe?
Maybe.
Who serves the night? Whoever serves the night.
Yeah, maybe a scribe.
Anyways, it's a character from the first season who's bled over to the second season, who is no longer part of the Brotherhood because he's become a ghoul and he's running this factory trying to get bottle caps. And in finding this factory, this person from out east in the Commonwealth who has come west is following the Codex in trying to eradicate. He finds a bunch of ghouls. He separates the humans from the ghouls, and he's gonna kill the ghouls. And Maximus is trying to talk to him, and he says, bleep the Codex. And when this guy's not just about to mow down these ghouls, Maximus kills him. Essentially, effectively starting the Civil War.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about the Codex to remember whether or not that's like a firm law in the Brotherhood. I'm assuming it is. The showrunners obviously probably did their homework. It sounds more of like an enclave kind of thing. Like the enclave is like all about purity. But it doesn't surprise me actually because I think in the third game, the chapter that you encounter in the third game is considered kind of revolutionary because they take a bunch of people from the Wasteland and bring them into the Brotherhood.
Okay.
Which wasn't like super common. For whatever reason, I remember in the games, like it felt like that chapter of the Brotherhood was like looked down upon because they're taking in so many Wastelanders. But it's the only way they could survive, or keep their numbers up.
Was this out west or out east?
This was in DC.
Okay, in DC. Which game was this?
Game 3.
Oh, right.
When they brought the series back. I remember that being part of the game. I don't know. Anyways, like, so that doesn't surprise me, the whole ghoul thing.
So
But
it's sort of a nod to the game.
yeah, I think so. I mean, I specifically don't remember the Brotherhood stealing any of the games having like, do they like ghouls? Probably not. Like, are they working to eradicate them? No.
One of the things that was referenced to go back to Mr. House is that this was again Screen Rant talking, but he basically said there were like two outcomes that could happen in New Vegas, depending on choices that you made. And he said, like you see this robot, right? It's almost like a TV screen in the middle of this
That's
robot.
what I'm talking about, though. Yes, man.
And there's a soldier face on it.
I feel like that's when you change it into New California Republic robot or something.
Okay, so this person from Screen Rant said that's a Mark II or something, stating that Mr. House, like basically the show has canonized a certain outcome from New Vegas.
Maybe I'm wrong, but like, so the Yes Man's face was different. But I do remember that the one with the cowboy face on it.
Okay, so he was like, basically this person from Screen Rant said, if it were not the case that the game ended this way and the show's canonized that it would have a policeman's face on it, but it had a soldier face on it.
Oh, okay.
So basically, he said that like these were the Mark IIs or something. I don't know anything about the games. This person,
I don't remember not like the image of the guy in the cowboy hat on the screen is very familiar, but I do not remember enough about the games.
There's a certain outcome I think that happens at the fight over the Hoover Dam, maybe because Mr. House's robots are apparently involved in that. And there's an outcome. You can either go outcome A or outcome B. And they were saying that the show is now officially canonized one of those two outcomes,
Right.
based on what showed up on the screen. When Maximus and this other Brotherhood Commonwealth guy go into this building and are fighting this Robtech?
Robco.
Whatever. Robco. When they're fighting this Robco robot in the show in episode 3. He has on this CRT screen is the image of a soldier's face. He's got a helmet on and a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah.
Based on that imagery, this guy from Screen Rant said that the show is canonized a certain outcome from New Vegas.
I would have to look more into it. I don't remember. I was thinking of that exact same robot, but
with the
it had a cowboy hat.
Yeah, they also show
now that I remember. Well, for some reason, I feel like that was like a friendly robot to the,
that's when
the New
Cooper
California
goes
Republic.
to Cooper actually goes to Mr. House's house.
Well, no, I think he went to an office that used to be occupied by New California Republic.
Oh, did he? I don't know. Because he runs into that cowboy hat guy.
Yeah, and I think he was looking for the New California Republic, and for some reason, I remember in the games. I have to look into New Vegas more because I played the game, but it's been so long. I remember that being a friendly robot to the New California.
Well, it is friendly because he's like, I mean, he says howdy.
Howdy,
he greets Cooper in a very friendly way.
Maybe it's like reprogrammed by the New California Republic, or maybe you can reprogram it to be
I feel like
an ally to
the face that's on the screen determines how the robot's going to act. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. We went on this tangent, and Ray has not been able to.
I don't remember enough. I need to look more into the games because I don't remember. I remember these faces. And I don't remember what they mean, or like I haven't even seen the Yes Man yet, and he's one of those robots.
Okay. The only reason I bring it up is to state that another YouTube channel, Screen Rant, I think it's called Screen Rant,
is advocating that
the show has canonized a certain ending to New Vegas based on what happened in the scene. In the screen that's shown, the face that's shown on the screen.
Okay, yeah.
So, anyways, whatever. Whatever that does for you. Anything else we missed from the first 3 episodes? Okay, so like obviously the Caesar's
Legion does show up in we have Coley Colcom. showing up.
Welcome back to
Welcome back.
Hollywood, I guess.
Exactly.
Or whatever. I don't know. Like, I haven't seen you in anything in a long time.
So we have Caesar's Legion. The only thing I'll say about Caesar's Legion, much like Mr. House, it's like up in the air based on players' choices. Because you can either help Caesar's Legion or you can help the New California Republic. Those are kind of like two factions.
Well, the interesting thing with what happens here is Cooper. What's going to happen? Ray's watched episode 4. I've not, but like Cooper seems to have started. There seems to be dissenting factions among Caesar's Legion.
Yeah,
and
so he's now pitted them against each other, right? At the very end of the episode. Yeah. I think essentially that's kind of like a nod that these guys are going to wipe each other out.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to get rid of them.
The thing that was interesting to me is that another thing I think the show is canonizing is that, yes, you did not go with Caesar's Legion. You probably helped out the New California Republic in the game. Caesar's dead, and the reason they are split into factions is because they're trying to choose who's taking over.
Well, and Cooper does run into two people who are holding their post from the New California Republic, basically like the last two remnants. And she, I don't know if she saves his life, but she basically tells her partner not to like kill Cooper, saying the New California Republic and this guy go way back. So it does seem like Cooper has been friendly with the New California Republic in the past.
Because the New California Republic did like, they didn't. I'm pretty sure this is in the games that they did welcome in. You can see it in in the last season that they did welcome ghouls in. One of the few I don't know, civilizations, whatever you want to call them, like to do so. Establish like groups to allow ghouls.
One of the few like living groups or sects that allow ghouls.
Yeah. So so it makes sense that you'd be an ally to them because they don't discriminate against ghouls. It sounds like.
It seems like they also align with like you do get to see. You get flashbacks, right, in portions of the season so far. And it does seem like the New California Republic, even though, like Ray said in the first episode, there is no good group in the game. Like, they all have done bad things in the Wasteland.
Yeah.
But it does seem like the values that the New California Republic hold.
Of all the groups, are probably the best. Because they do try and restart democracy.
Right. Well, you do see Cooper as a pre-ghoul, like before the bombs fall. You know, he is fighting for democracy still. You know, like he's like Lucy, right? He's like this optimist who is trying to save the world, trying to save democracy. He's called into this veterans meeting. You know, like he meets up with an old vet of his, like friend of his, and who tries to get him involved in this group organization. Moldaver, identifies him as a potential asset, Right. So the New California Republic, why Cooper would have worked with them makes sense to me because they hold values that his old self would have believed in.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they do bad things to try to attain those.
For sure.
Those ends. Right.
Well, I guess the only other thing to say is because you mentioned Moldaver, like there is obviously a plot that's like in the when they cut back to the past, like obviously his character is going to go to Vegas at some point.
Right.
Because Moldaver is trying to task Cooper with assassinating Mr. House.
Oh, that's right. Because he does run into him at some point, right?
Yeah.
Like we do see a scene between him.
Even in the commercial, we saw a scene of him saying hi to Cooper, whatever. I think maybe also like McCloud, Hank McCloud. I think.
Yeah.
I think in the trailers, like you see interactions between the two of them in the past. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was
Hank and Cooper, or
Hank and Mr. House. I think so far my guesses are Hank's a double agent.
Right.
For Mr. House.
Yes.
I think at some point the Enclave is going to show up probably towards the end of the season. I feel very much that they'll probably be a main adversary in the third season. This feels like a 3-season kind of arc kind of series. I don't know if they've announced how many seasons of the show they're doing.
I mean, season 2 is going strong so far, so I feel like they're definitely going to re-up for at least a season.
Yeah. I mean, they have to, I think.
And I feel like it would have to go to a fourth only because I feel like the third is only just going to introduce the Enclave as a factor.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to infiltrate the Enclave at some point. Right?
Yeah. I mean, we know that they exist. They've already shown them. Like, we know they exist in this this universe. So we know they're around. It's just like, when are they going to come into the fold? Because they obviously would be interested in this renewable energy. They had the technology in their hands.
Right.
So I imagine they're going to want that back.
Right.
In general, they'll take any. Also, I think when what's her face, Cooper's wife, when she's announcing in that meeting that they're going to drop the bombs, you see a shadowy figure in the rafters. I think that is like a member of the higher echelon of government, would have been part of the Enclave.
Okay. Yeah, just to touch base on this, because I didn't play the games. In my understanding of the Enclave is that they are a body made up of former U.S. government.
Yeah, the highest members of government, like not all government officials.
Do they have a role in promoting? So, like, do they, like, for example, the Brotherhood of Steel, do they give crumbs to groups in the wasteland? Do they try to?
They're all about themselves.
Okay, so they isolate.
Out of all the factions, they're like the most evil faction. They're all about like purifying the wasteland. Even in game 3, I think you have an option of introducing some sort of version of FEV virus into the atmosphere that was given to you by an Enclave member, which would kill the entire population of the wasteland, leaving just members who don't have certain levels of radiation, I think, in their body alive, which is pretty much the Enclave.
Right.
They look down. So they look down on the people of the wasteland as unpure.
So people in the Enclave, by being pure, you mean like they have somehow limited.
They're somehow hidden away.
Their what's the word I'm looking for? Their experience of radiation.
Somehow they are more pure than like others. I know
they're the most human of those left. Right?
Yeah, I guess I think so, and maybe someone will correct me. But like, even then though, it seems like they're out in the waste, because like when we see the Enclave base, it's clearly they're outside.
Do they have technology that protects them from radiation?
That's a good question. The Enclave is probably the one group that has the capability of furthering technology.
Okay.
So like do they also? Although I guess Vault-Tec now does too, because we see Vault facilities, but they, like, after the aftermath of the bombs falling, they create a new version of power armor. Their power armor looks different than the regular power armor. That's
what I was going to ask. Do they have the same like technology that other groups have?
Yeah, it seems like they have more of the ability to advance. And I think their vertibirds are different too, or more advanced than
the flying machines that they use?
Yeah, the helicopters. So they are able to still like advance technology, I think, in a way that other groups aren't.
Okay. Anything we have not touched on in the first, I would say first quarter of the season, but Ray's watched 4 episodes. I've only watched 3. Of this early portion of the season, is there anything that we have not touched upon that you found interesting? Characters we've missed? Obviously, we briefly...
I'll have to look into that thing you said about the Master, because I totally missed that. I know what you're talking about, because he did overthrow... Oh, I'll bring this up.
Watch the Screen Rant recap of episode 3. It's mentioned in there.
Okay, I'll have to look into that. Unless they mentioned the vault that it came from, like Vault 8. Anyways. What was I thinking? Oh, I was thinking of one thing but that's not going to come up till episode 4. I don't want to like say anything about it until you see that.
Is it going to ruin episode 4 for me or something?
I don't think so. Well, if I say this thing is going to show up, you'll know that's going to show up.
Oh.
So I'm not going to say that. One of the famous creatures of Fallout shows up in episode 4. So we can talk about that more. But yeah, so I don't know. What else is there to talk about? I'll have to look into some New Vegas stuff because I don't remember the game enough. Like, I need to figure out this whole robot stuff, like the soldiers and the guy with the cigarette and like the cowboy with the cigarette and
Yeah, the soldier.
I feel like
soldier with the scar. Or
the
whatever.
Yes Man who was that type of robot but was Mr. House's right-hand man. Does he die? I feel like he also dies in the games. So maybe I don't know. I have to look into this. So, or maybe he becomes that cowboy. I don't know. God. Yeah. Anyway,
Well, I'm lost with what Ray's saying here.
I have to look into this because I don't remember that game enough to, and I know it's going to be featured a lot because they're in New Vegas. So I'll have to look back into the game. Anything else to cover? I can't think of anything else. I don't know. Anything in your brain?
Well, if we end here, we can start doing some gameplay.
All right, you're not going to get too far. You're going to know this, but we're filming 2 episodes. So
Yeah.
I don't want to push this too long because I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I don't
big
want
to
to.
say.
I don't want to prolong something because I have no more filler here. I will just say I have enjoyed Fallout Season 2 so far. As somebody who is not familiar with the games, I'm relying on Ray for that. As somebody who's not played the games, you don't have to play the games to enjoy the show.
No.
The show has
There'll be references and winks and nods to the show
yeah,
that you can live without. You can still enjoy the show without getting them. But
right.
for super fans or fans of the lore, like they'll just be like, "Oh, hey, he said this, he said that." I mean, Shady Sands is probably the biggest like connection from the games to the show.
Right.
But other than that, I can't think of anything else that is huge that you can't just enjoy the show by watching it.
I will say I appreciate the fact that the game has allowed the show to push some of the canon or solidify some of the canon.
Yeah.
I do appreciate the collaborative nature between the fact that the show is a standalone, to some degree, a standalone entity, and while it references back to the games, and obviously it's based on the lore of the games, it has been able to create its own world and also push the lore of the universe in Fallout.
Right.
So, all right. Well, we're going to end this one pretty early. This is probably the shortest episode we've ever done in a while. And we are going to go, if you loved well, first off, let me do this again. If you'd like to support the show, please
Subscribe. Give us some money on Patreon.
We have the ability to support us on Patreon. If you don't want to be a monthly supporter, we don't have advertisements. We don't shill for coins here.
No.
But we do ask for community support. So if you're willing to support us on Patreon, that'd be great. I'm not saying that you're going to get anything extra in your support. All of our content remains free on YouTube, on Spotify. However, and some of our shorts and stuff on YouTube and our reels on Instagram, please follow us on all those platforms. But I will say it'd be great if you support us on Patreon. If you can't do that, we do take one-time payment support from a PayPal. Please do one or the other. And if you can't do that, I get it. Times are hard. Pennies are being pinched.
Right.
Push our content. Subscribe. That goes a long way. We have 20 subscribers as of the making of this video, and we are at episode 20. So we have one subscriber for every episode we've done so far.
What do the evangelical pastors say? We need you to sow the seeds. Plant the seeds.
Plant
with your
those
donations,
seeds.
so we can buy a jet.
Yes, our own PJ.
Yes, own private jet.
So, anyways, for all of those who have continued to follow us who are outside of our family, thank you. Please keep doing it. Share us with your friends, your neighbors. We appreciate everything. If you can support us, do. If you want to support us in a way that gets you something physical in your return, we have our Split Personalities merch. We got the crew necks. We got the hat. We've got shirts. We can also mock up other things. If you want to support us in a way that gives you something physical in return, we can do that. This has been episode 20 of the Split Personalities podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Bob. This is my twin brother Ray. We are your Cleveland Twins, and we'll see you next time, where we're going to go over here on Ray's Island,
Do some gaming. Go into our role of co-con.
Shout out to Valve, because I am very intently following the release of your Steam machine, because I would highly like to invest in that. In fact, Valve, if you would like to be a sponsor of our videos going forward, we will allow that.
Yes.
Masthead, if you would like to sponsor us, that'd be great. Noble Beast, hey, sponsor. If you can't give us the money, give us that beer. We love that beer. So we will see you next time, where we go over to Ray's Island right now and play some games.
Yes.
Bye.
Invictus.